exact same size so that you can nest them properly as God intended.
And
Morning,
always
everyone.
find the correct lid.
Yes, if you only have one kind of container, it nests, and if you only have one kind of lid for one kind of container, you only have two things to manage, and you can't like open the cabinet door and all the containers fall out and
Well,
son of a.
she's got a, there's a large one that holds all the lids, and then all the rest of them are stacked in various places down in the cupboard. And I mean, there's like 4 sizes of rectangular containers that are almost the same, but they use different lids.
I'm actually kind of digging this. Like, start the live stream off right in the middle of an old man rant. I like this. Get off my
Right?
lawn.
Both of us just ranting away this morning.
Why?
Absolutely.
Why would you want to sit through an intro when you can kind of like, what the hell are these guys on about again?
Right. There's some cool YouTube intros, right? The 2-minute long space
Yep.
machine intro thing you used to use. And it's, we can just start right in the middle of.
And the funny thing is, I know every one of you guys in the chat and ladies in the chat, you're all like, you come right in the middle of the conversation, you already know exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, man. And this chat has gone sideways already because I see an Aussie or two in there. Our favorite Aussie is in there.
So we're going to do some giveaways this morning, and Retevis is in the chat. Good morning, Retevis. And they have said EU and US for the Retevis giveaways. So
nice.
How many we got watching? We got 34 people watching now. Let's give something away right out of the gate.
Oh, I want to give something away. Let's see.
Better your odds, better your chances. Less people watching in the beginning.
Let's give away.
Get in early. Early bird gets the worm and the old man rant. Jim is at work, Evan. This is a job.
Yes, I just
no respect.
I wish it paid more. I wish it paid more.
And youngsters, no respect. Besides, Evan, I ain't seen you in a stream in a long time, brother. Where you been?
That's right.
Last time I saw you was when I was in Texas.
Share thing. Share. It changes my screen.
Oh,
boom!
Oh, we're giving a radio right out of the gate. This is the Retevis RA89. I believe this is a 10-watt HT, isn't it? Let me check.
No, the Flex is not getting given away, Hayden. You just calm down.
That is Jim's 1 million subscriber giveaway.
Yeah, that's right. When I surpass Josh and Jason combined, boom, I'll give away the Flex. I'm not
waterproof. It'll transmit on VHF, UHF. It'll receive airband, and it will receive out-of-band UHF, 400 to 480. So you can get your GMRS stuff in there.
Well, these people are elite. We only have 54 watching. I guess it's too early for a lot of Americans. Right? It's what time is it in Oz right now? So 8. It's almost midnight in Oz. Hayden's up late.
It is 11:03 p.m. depending on which part of Oz you're in.
Well, that's almost midnight, right? 3 p.m. in Europe. See, Martin, you are a professional because it's in the middle of the day. Hayden, I mean, he's hardcore. He's up in the middle of the night. So we have 51 on the stream, and we only have 36 entries. So my math is not that great, but I like free stuff.
Oh, yeah, we're halfway there. Do it.
Okay. All right. You snooze, you lose, people. Boom.
Right.
Round and round she goes. Who wins? Nobody knows.
James Randolph.
Now, Theo, is there a thing they got to do?
I gotta grab that link. I'm slacking myself here.
Right. Brother needs coffee. So James and everybody who wins anything, T.O. is going to post a link right now in the chat. And you need to go, if you win anything, you need to go fill that out and tell us the thing you won and your contact deets so we can ship you stuff. Because we are not gonna chase you. We love you,
right?
But we're not gonna chase you down. We're not.
I mean, if you're not willing to work for it, I'm not willing to work for it either.
So every one of y'all go to that link right now and save it. Copy it, save it, so you can go to it if you win something. Don't message us on Discord 3 weeks from now. What was that link? I think I won something. Negative, Batman.
Right.
All right.
So let's see.
RA89 in the books.
Yes, sir. And let's share out my screen. We can talk about this thing y'all just won. This is the long-range dual-band radio, handheld ham radio, two-way. I told you about the frequencies, 2,500 milliamp hour battery, no emergency alarm, which is cool. Save your bacon in a storm if you're every day carrying your HT like you should. And I was scrolling through this while I was waxing philosophically, and I did not see the power output. I think it's 10 watts from memory. And it's analog HT. It's fantastic. Waterproof is important. So this is a Prime Day deal, and there are links to all of the Prime Day deals in the description of the video down below. And $46.89, 16% off. So you save some money on this one. Awesome. Next up, we have the RA79, and this actually is the Quanchang clone radio. It's the UVK5, and it will allow you to get into the firmware game, which is really cool. That's like the best part about this radio is all of the firmware stuff that you can do with this thing.
That is USB-C rechargeable.
It's weirdly USB-C rechargeable. I believe it's like plug into the docked USB-C. Let me see if I can get a better picture of it, because they probably won't show you the backside of the dock. Because I don't think you can plug it directly into the radio. I have one of these, and I have so many things to do that. Oh, it is in the side. Okay, you can plug it into the side right there. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet because I've got so many other fantastic radio projects to work on. This is as we say, this is a hobby of 1,000 hobbies. And if you are bored, take up the amateur radio hobby, and you will never be bored again. Then you'll just be lazy because you won't have time to do all the stuff you want to do, right?
Let me share my screen out real quick. Boom. Because I need another radio. Actually, I want to play with the firmware stuff. Look at that. Bought on stream on Prime Day. How is that? You guys know I love to buy stuff during streams. Steve, your audio has gone quiet.
I don't know what happened, but the mute button got clicked.
Okay, now you're back.
Iceman. Morning, guys. Been a while since I caught a live stream. Hope you guys are doing good. Iceman, I hope you are doing well, my friend.
Thanks.
And Hayden is asking the magic question. Did you use my link?
I did use T.O.'s link.
Awesome. So that'll get me some
I actually thought about going to Amazon, getting the link normally, and then using my link, but I didn't because it's T.O.'s link.
That's just a jerk move. These things are $17.99.
I'm like, you know what? This is going to be a fun play toy, and for $17, whatever.
Yeah, so Retevis told me this was a Prime Day deal, and this is not showing up as a Prime Day deal. Maybe they just lowered the price a bit, but $17.99, you still can't argue with that. That's tough.
What was a K5? Or not a K5, a UV5R was like $20, $25 when they came out.
Somewhere around 25. Next up, we've got the. Go ahead, Jim.
This is a better deal. This is IP67, UV5R ain't.
Yeah.
This has got USB-C in some fashion, and hackable. So
firmware for days. Yeah. Now, so the UV5R was hackable, but you had to take it apart, and then you have the radio on a chip, the rock, and then you can plug it into a breadboard, and you can make it do stuff it wasn't designed to do. But this one here, you don't even have to go through all that trouble. Kids today, man.
Yeah. Big John, I mean, for $18, this is a play toy. That's what this is.
This is the Gladware of radios. Is what the K5 is. We're bringing it all back to the beginning of the stream. I keep wanting to go on to this next deal.
Okay. Are we ready to give something away, or are you going to talk some more?
Let's talk about this one, then we'll give something away. This is the HA1G GMRS radio. If you have not held this radio in your precious little hands, if you haven't held this precious radio in your ginormous manly hands, didn't mean to offend anybody, this thing, it's like a hammer. It is a rock. You can literally hurt somebody with this and walk away unharmed. This is also a USB rechargeable docking cradle thing here. Let's see if we have some USB charging on the pictures. waterproof, because I don't know how many times I've been underwater and needed to call for help on the radio. Yeah,
It could
USB-C
happen.
charging on the back of the radio. Take that, ICOM. Take that, Yaesu. I don't see no USB charging on your radios. And you are the only thing they need to do to make this more Motorola fanboy compliant is make it in that bright yellow color that Motorola uses.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So this is a GMRS radio, repeater capable, 2800 milliamp hour battery. And a link for this down in the description. 28% off. This one's $43. GMRS is like taking the world by storm right now because you don't need a license. You just need to pay the fee.
I wish there was more GMRS infrastructure around here, and I'm talking specifically here. There's no GMRS repeaters here, so it's not special. It's just 70 centimeter FM.
Well, Jim, you know what you have to do.
Yeah,
Retevis
no,
sells a repeater in a box.
I can't. I have to pay for this thing. So,
Are you pointing at your child?
no, she is not currently present in this domicile. She is with the mothership.
So this is the
Although
H1G.
That's pricey too.
Can the H1G be hacked for him? I have not seen whether it can, and I haven't seen whether it can be programmed with chirp. And it has that weird Motorola connector on the side, I believe, instead of your normal Kenwood style connector.
Really?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they don't show it.
Yep, there it was, right there. Go back. You clicked over it once. I saw it.
That thing? That's the PTT button. It looks like the Motorola connector, though.
Oh, it sure does. Okay.
But that big old
well,
screw
there's
side connector,
yeah.
it's
I don't know.
it's still possible. Let's see. Oh, nope, there it is. There's the programming cable for it with the Motorola connector on it
Yep. Well, there's the Motorola connector right next to you.
for the audio adapter. So that'll switch you over to a 2-pin connector. That's funny. I didn't know they made that. Check that thing out. Motorola on the back, party on the front.
Like the mullet of radio.
The rear facing mullet. Yeah, that's pretty slick. What do they think of next, guys? All right, let's do a giveaway. What's up next?
Are you asking me? It's your list.
I
just got the giveaway stuff queued up.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's do a giveaway.
What's up next? Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's
Let me say it again in English. Do it.
Let's share that tab. We have
not
a set of Tesmin wire strippers with voltage detection.
Now this one here is pretty slick because this is the first time I have seen this. You have to put the exclamation point in because these are not strippers. These are wire strippers. These are not the strippers you're looking for.
That's
but they are.
How I read that,
cool.
But okay.
So what they do is they are the regular kind, like Jim has those vice grip ones, and I have the ones from Kaiweets, and they're all like black box made in some factory where they slap different colored logos on. Let me solo you up here for a second.
These so you put your right here.
You put your wire in, and it automatically detects the wire gauge, and it automatically strips off the right amount.
I don't have the wire
they've got
available.
built-in crimp tool and built-in cutter, and
so
all
you
kinds
can,
of cool stuff.
You can crimp insulated terminals and non-insulated terminals. It has, and you can't really pick it up on the camera angle, but there's a wire cutter in there, as well as what looks like a F connector crimper. And it would probably work on some coax.
Some BNC stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the cool thing, the cool mojo that Tesman adds to this, the one that you guys will be winning, is it has a non-contact voltage detector thing. So now as you're working on, getting ready to work on the box, you can hold it up to the box and it'll beep, a little light will come on or something and let you know. They arrived Monday morning at the mailman, and there's some drama around the mail thing. We'll talk about that on a different stream. But they're in a box back at the house, and I am in a hotel with my lovely artwork behind me. And I don't have them with me to show you, but that is what they are. And there is a link for them in the description down below as well.
And y'all, Lee makes a great point. Caps matter. Spelling, it needs to be exactly like it's shown on the screen. And we have
Did I not say
50.
bang strippers? I thought I said bang strippers.
No, you did
Exclamation
not.
point. Okay, sorry. In the Unix world, the exclamation point is called a bang.
It
A
is.
bang. So the little pound exclamation point at the beginning of your script is called a shebang. And then when you type in a command like Jim did on stream last night and you forget the sudo, on the next line you type in sudo bang bang to remind you that you're in need of assistance. Bang
Here
bang.
we go.
All right.
Bang strippers.
And we're talking about wire strippers. Sean, congratulations, Sean.
These strippers will not cost you champagne room trips or child support.
And I am sticking the link in the chat. Sean, fill out the form there. That'll get me the information to get you your strippers, your wire strippers with the non-contact voltage detector. Don't know what you're thinking.
Hayden, I think Hayden is bailing out because it's getting pretty late.
Bedtime?
In Hobart. Hayden, see you, buddy. Take care.
Hobart. Right,
Hobart.
let's see.
Good eye,
What
Mike.
is the next deal I have to share with you? We did the HA1G. Next up is the Retevis A1 ham radio. This one's actually a pretty interesting little gizmo gadget thingamajigger. They need to put like the wattage of the radio right in the description there. This one is 31% off, 48.15, and this one's waterproof, and it has this location sharing thing built in because it's got GPS built into it. And so what it'll do is you can use it like a compass or a GPS and do your waypoints if you're old enough to remember how to travel by compass, travel by waypoints, and return yourself home. Obviously, this is not internet connected and small and doesn't have the capacity of Google to store all of the maps and route your trip through it. But one of the other cool things it'll do is if you and a friend of yours have these, so make sure you get 2 of them, and at 48 bucks, that's not a bad deal. You can share your location while you're out. Like if you and your friend are hunting, like, hey man, where are you? I don't want to shoot you. You can say and send off your location, and then the receiver can tell where you are. And again, using some of those compass skills. I mean, you're out in the woods with a rifle. I'm assuming you've got some skills. You'll be able to figure out where they are. So like here, it shows you on the screen what their position is and what their compass orientation is relative to your position. So that's pretty slick. The only drawback I have with this radio is the waterproofing is in that side connector there, that side spot where you undo the thumb screw. There's a K connector in there and there's a USB-C charging setup in there. And when you open that up, there's 3 little rubber dust boots that make it waterproof, and they are easy to fall out. So I don't know. My suggestion might be, and take it for what it is because I haven't done it, open it up, put the 3 rubber grommets down on their ports, hold it so that gravity holds them in place, put 1 little drop of super glue on each of them, and then close that door, screw it up, and forget about it. You might, if you put too much on, it's up to you and your talents, you might not be able to get that door open again. And if you do get the door open again, they might not line up right, but I don't like losing them either. So I don't know what the option is, but there you
We
have
did
it.
not have this problem with the astrolabes and sextants that we used.
Right. They were waterproof because
Yeah,
no
right.
reason water would hurt them.
No batteries required,
Right.
The food was terrible, but.
So that is the Retevis A1. This is a fun little radio. This is the one that I tested on my Tiny SA, the regular small Tiny SA, the tiny SA, not the ultra tiny SA. And it was right on the blue line. And I think our friend HOA Ham Bob tested it, and his was clean. So maybe my Tiny SA has a problem, and maybe the radio has a problem. I don't know which one it is, but it was pretty neat. Let's see. Next up, the RT95. This one here.
Oh,
ooh, $99.
Do we not want to do a giveaway?
Not yet. Next time.
Okay.
Like
right.
we'll do 2 deals and a giveaway.
I got excited. I'm sorry. I like giving stuff away.
I do too. This is a fun little radio. I have been having a lot of fun experimenting with this. I do have mine back, and again, my projects list is backed up and it's in a box back at the warehouse location. And I fried mine. I plugged some wires in where they didn't belong because you can see that it has this little. Let me get rid of some honey here. Honey getting in my way. It has this little speaker grill on the microphone, and then it has the microphone grill up at the top. So that means that you get both in audio and out audio through the RJ45 plug that you use for the microphone. And so I'm playing around with making this an APRS radio. I did get it to work, and then I tried to level up my game and go one level deeper, and I put some voltage in the wrong direction, and it wasn't happy anymore. So we got that fixed and got it back, and now I just got to play with it some more. And I will win this battle.
I have one of those radios. I did a video on mine several years ago. I built it into an ammo can with the battery and the whole thing. It's a wee little radio. It's a good radio.
25 watts, and it's normally like 136 bucks, I think. 124.99. It's $125. And 99.99 is your Prime Day deal on this one.
20% off.
Yeah. They don't seem, unless I'm missing it, they don't really like put the wattage right up front and center on this thing. You gotta dig. You gotta work for your watts. Oh, that's a cool feature of this thing too. If you want to mount this thing upside down in your truck, like above the rear view mirror or something, you can actually flip the display over. That's pretty cool. They were so proud of that feature, they gave you 2 pictures of it. Nice. And this is a VHF UHF radio. And where is the wattage? I want to say it's 25 watts. It is programmable by chirp, yeah. Yeah, 25 watt radio. There it is. Cool. I have this but unopened still. Yeah, see, Don knows what I'm talking about.
Well, and 45 is throwing him straight to the wolves' ham court.
Oh no, we can't do that. All of us would have to go to ham court for radios in unopened boxes.
Yes. Yep.
All right, Jim, you're up. What are we giving away now?
Well, we are giving away an A1.
Somebody already typed A1 in the chat. How did they know?
They probably did when they were talking about it, and I was queuing that up.
There is a list of what we're going to be giving away in the description, and they're just being smart. Y'all are smart. I know you.
And I just didn't want to think of anything really clever. After Bang Strippers, I thought, that's it, game over.
Give it a rest. Yeah, it doesn't get any better. Leave on a high note.
I won the internet already for today.
Right. And I like the fact that China's actually doing a bunch of innovation in radios. I don't know of any other ham radio without like third-party software that will let you share your location. The new Vero VR N76 I'm reviewing, I think it does. I'd have to double check. And then Vero also has a GMRS radio that will do it.
And I, in the vein of what you're talking about, I agree with you in some ways. The budget Chinese radios that are coming out are more innovative than the big 3 are, honestly, because there's a lot of update cycles coming out of the Chinese radio industry that don't happen from the Japanese radio industry, right? So we already now have USB-C finally on radios. I think ICOM on the 52 maybe has USB-C. I don't remember. And the D75, but I think those are just charging. I don't specifically remember. But how many Chinese radios had USB-C before any of the big 3 did? And then the GPS features and the flashlight stuff and the chirp programmable.
I swear, it feels like they're averaging like a new radio every 3 months out of China.
Yes, the development cycle on radios is hot. They're en fuego with kicking out radios. Now, there's an upside to that. New radios. There's a downside to that. Sometimes they're a little sketch in the development process, but you know, Zygu's killing it. They're killing it. They've had the 5105, the 6100. Now they have the 6200. Is it out or is it still coming out? It's not in the wild yet.
The 6200's out. Yeah, you
Is
can buy
out.
it.
It's in the wild.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've sold a bunch of them. Good stuff.
They have the we'll only mention it, the G106, and moving on, and they have the G90. And how many people have G90s and still buy those things? And they're what, 6 or 8 year old radio. And we know a knucklehead.
We know a certain person that bought one.
That had one, got rid of it.
Old curmudgeon.
Yeah.
Besides this one.
Not this one. Not this curmudgeon. There's a different curmudgeon. Son, and I'm
Martin's
not going to
getting
tell you
angsty
who
in
it
the
is.
chat. Martin's getting angsty in the chat. Let's see if all that angst pays off. Hit that button, Jim.
Hitting it. Boom. Boom. Now, he did admit that there might have been Miller Lite involved.
Nice.
Nightcry D. Paul.
Well, see, now you just gave away which cranky curmudgeon it is.
Oh, did I? All right. Very good.
And that was the A1.
That is the A1. Mm-hmm.
All right, Paul, I'll drop the link in the chat. Fill out the form. We'll get it mailed out to you ASAHFP as soon as possible. All right, what do we got next?
Right, 4 or 5.
All right, next up is the RT3S. This is a DMR radio, and it looks like it's a GD77 OS radio. Look at that. That's kind of like a telltale sign. I can confirm nor deny this because I don't have personal experience with this radio, but that's what that looks like to me. Let's see. And if y'all know what OpenGD77 is, then that's why that's a thing to talk about. 3,000 channels. Oh, first off, what's the deal? $82 on this one, 25% off. Oh, we got a gong coming in.
Oh,
Ziggy
it's Zigward.
Hey guys, how y'all doing today?
Get this screen shared out again. Doing good, Ziggy. How are you?
Oh,
Yeah, you
pretty
sent a
good.
StreamYard link out there, Sparky.
I did where? Oh. Yeah.
To
All right.
Nightcry.
Oh, sorry, Nightcry. All right, let me get the right link for the winner chat.
Because, I mean, look, now Ziggy showed up. Right after you posted that, here comes Ziggy.
I asked him.
All right, Nightcry, there's the link for the winner form. Fill that form out, we'll get it out to you. And we don't have any room for anybody else on the stream though, so womp womp.
Well, we don't have to let him in even if we did.
Hey, 45.
All right.
Big
So
John,
this
what's
is
up, guys?
The claim to fame on this one, the reason why this one is twice the price of the last one is because it is DMR, it is digital. This one with a hotspot and some internet knowledge that Jim and I have shared with y'all, you can talk around the world from the comfort of your couch with a little tiny antenna.
And
So
air
having to
conditioning.
go outside and string up a 70-some foot long antenna and hope band conditions are good. You can just kind of fake it with this. And this will also let you do like local communication or talk on your local repeater, or you can talk line of sight, as you all know, because y'all are hams. You can do VHF, UHF stuff, but you can do it digital, which means
And also
it's gonna,
do digital line of sight. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it'll break through the noise a little bit better because there's some error checking and some redundancy in the protocol that I should play with that one day and show that.
We could do that at Huntsville.
It's got a flashlight. It's got the K connector, so you can program this with your K connector stuff. And it's hard to tell if that K connector picture is an M connector or a K connector. It's too small on stream to see it.
It looks a little close, doesn't it?
I
does.
think it does too. Yeah.
But they make an M connector to K connector adapter. I've got one of them in the bag. Oh, the record, how cute. It has that save icon, the previous generation save icon.
A 3D printed save icon.
No, that's not the right icon. They won't know what that one is.
Right. This is the one that our generation doesn't understand. This is the ZX81 save icon, or the
I
Commodore
understand
64
what that
save
means.
icon.
I know what that means.
Yeah, this is the mixtape you made to hopefully win that girl's heart, and it
That's
didn't
right.
work.
The
It
Eagles
didn't
and then
work at
some
all.
Barry White. Yep.
We got it together, baby.
Little bit of Lou Rawls.
Do roll. Let's see. Let's see. Customers like it.
So
5 stars.
I like the IP65 rating on that. That's I think that should be damn near a standard for handy talkies.
10.37 watts out. Holy moly. I don't know if you guys can see that on stream, but the upper right-hand corner in the black on blue display that's barely lit, 10.37 watts out at 2-to-1 SWR with that antenna they got plugged in there. They would do better. They'd get more power out with a better antenna. 2-to-1 SWR is not that good.
I think I've heard you mention before, Tio, that nobody realizes that handy talkies have the ability to take an astronomically bad SWR and just keep rocking.
Yep.
They do. It's kind of shocking.
You could basically
20 to
use
1.
a functional handy talkie with a piece of coat hanger wire or some gum wrapper foil you picked up out of the parking lot. Travis had a question that I want to address real quick. Travis, when we post there'll be a screen pop up where T.O. is scrolling right now that'll have a keyword on it. That means we're doing a drawing. Type the keyword in the chat. That's all you got to do. Type the keyword exactly as it's printed, and you're entered. That's it.
They gave me 2 of these.
And I mean, if you want to send a $10,000 million super chat, that's cool too. But you don't have to.
I don't know why there's 2 of these.
Oh, the Donald is in here.
The Donald. Look, the Donald means something.
Downvote for DMR.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of curmudgeons.
Our favorite curmudge is here.
So I don't know why. I can't figure out the difference between these 2 links. But they gave me 2 links. This one's $82, 25% off. And this one is $91, 24% off. And one of them's giving you different numbers of channels. So 2,000 milliamp hour, sorry.
Are those both the
2,000
same
milliamp hour.
seller? Yeah, Retevis Direct.
Yeah, Retevis sent me the link. So use the first link, the 8249 link. And they're both Prime Day deals.
Okay.
That might have something to do with Amazon, though. I don't know if
Does
you've ever
one-
heard about what it takes to work with Amazon, but putting a thing on Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon service, is just a nightmare.
Did they both have APRS?
I don't think either of them have APRS. No, they both do. Sorry.
And Mel is saying the GPS version will do APRS with OpenGD.
That's what it is.
Okay.
See?
That's what the difference is. Thank you. Chat coming in clutch. You guys are awesome.
OpenGD is the answer to most of the world's problems.
So the $91 one has GPRS and APRS. So for slightly more dollars, you get GPRS and APR. GPS and APRS. Jeez.
Say that again.
Acronymity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so drop the extra cash and get the $91 one because you get extra functionality.
Yeah, you are
$9
worth spending
more.
an extra, $8 or $9 on yourself. You deserve it.
You'll have a blast with having APRS just all by itself.
I've been playing with it in the car. I'm KM9G-12 on this trip.
12, huh? You said it out loud.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm wearing my call sign. The truck I drive has my license plate with my call sign.
The dash is important. I've got a friend that's got probably 4 or 5 of them that are all active.
Well, I do. If you go like KM9G-7, that's my trip from like 6 months ago.
Awesome.
So
big old.
That's what I use the SSIDs for. I use them for me.
Neat.
There's like some, like your HT is supposed to be 7 and your base station is supposed to be 15 and your car mobile radio is supposed to be a different number. Whatever. Make it matter to you. Speaking of mattering to you, this is the RA25. This is a dual band mobile radio. And this looks like it is UHF VHF only. This is a tiny little, like the radio is the size of the microphone. Y'all see that?
This form factor has many uses. I've seen the same form factor in DMR radios. I've seen it in CB radios. This is probably for lack of better words, it's a winner form factor. So
well, this
that's
is
why
like
it's been used.
Strap it to your motorcycle handlebars small. Ride safe. Shiny side up.
Similar to something like this. which I'd almost give away just to get out of my house. Almost. After I've gotten this all put back in the box, almost like it came from the factory. Solar me up, T.O. That is a 40-channel FMCB. And I mean, that thing is, there's me hand, right?
Hand-sized.
So any of those radios like that are super cool, in my opinion, because you can do, like Ziggy said, there's so many applications that you can do with these things. That's right, Troy, the size of a pack of Newports. But like this motorcycle setup, I guess you could get crazy and do it on a bicycle, do it on a four-wheeler, whatever. And those radios like that, those are decent radios. And for something, you know, off-roading, I built one in a ammo can using that small form factor.
Now this one here says it's compatible with other radios. I would hope so. This one here says that it's an RA25, but I'm betting it's a 20-watt radio. Let's see if we can find out.
So is that a GMRS frequency that they're showing there? 625? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is.
But it says it's a dual band.
It's one of these radios that I'm more than sure if you turn it off and you hold a button and you turn it back on, it's a different radio.
Yep.
4 kilometers dual. It doesn't say what band.
All the band.
Right? Oh, Volkswagen Jetta, 50 miles per gallon, batteries not required. There's a little sass.
You know, there's this elite group of hams, and I think they're all in a private contest with each other to see how many radios that they can pack into their Toyota Corolla, and I absolutely love it. Guys, keep doing this, please.
Oh, it is GMRS. All right, 40-watt GMRS radio. That's
Lee
awesome.
said he has
Hold
one.
on, that's not it.
It's hackable to GMRS and ham, and the RA25 is 20 watts.
They teased it up a bit. They put the other radio first instead of this radio. That's weird. So it's a GMRS mobile radio, 20 watts.
That RA25 is. This RA25. No, I'm wrong.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, be proud about it, man. Put that GMRS in there. So when they say dual band, they mean dual watch. You can have a VFO-A and a VFO-B.
Probably.
And you can see it on the screen. VFO-B is 145. So it's still confusing. I think Ziggy's right. I think if you push it says 2 meter 70 centimeter here, and it says GMRS lower. I think if you push the right combination of buttons,
we all know what it is.
Right. It's an export 10 meter radio.
That's right.
It's not. All right, giveaway time, Gemmo.
Wow, 2-year warranty.
That radio has multiple pronouns, so you know, try to be sensitive.
I wasn't saying anything bad about it. I think it's awesome.
We have a Redodio. That's how they tell us to say it.
Redodio. That radio does not need my approval.
I say Redodo myself, but 12 amp hour LiFePO 4 battery. So drop it like it's hot. So if you were confused about the giveaways, now is the time when you type the thing on the screen over there. Type that word.
Pound sign.
Just like it is, exactly like it is. Pound red ODO. Case matters.
REDODO.
So what I'm doing is I'm looking at everybody's submission to make sure nobody made any spelling errors.
Romeo, I just tell Delta.
It filters out some of them.
Oscar Delta Oscar.
Well, I see, but this stream has jumped up. Apparently, everybody got caffeined up. We're up to 135 people in here now, so that's awesome.
Nice. All the deals are in the description down below. And the giveaways are also listed down there, so you can kind of guess what Jim might be. Oh, how many amp hours, Jim? I think this is the
12.
12 amp hour? Yeah, it's a 12 amp hour Red ODO.
Yep, 12 amp hour. So this is a nice little, you know, not a hardcore POTA day, but you can get probably all the operating you feel like doing out of this thing.
Well, this and a Victron solar controller and a solar panel.
Yep. I mean, 12 amp hours will run you a while on a POTA, and if you're one of those vegans, I mean QRP people, this thing will run all day.
I did a
Bryant's
video on
Wally.
my channel, 5 amp hour battery, 100-watt radio to see, just how long it would last. And I was able to get the park activated. I think I got, it was some band condition issues and some people walking by type things, and I was being lazy about it. I wasn't on it, but I definitely got the park activated. I want to say I got like 2 hours out of it.
Out of a 5 amp hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so we can extrapolate from that, and this should give you 2.5 more times that kind
Yep.
of operation.
Great meat.
Hey, real quick, Bryant Wally, fix that, man. That wasn't a hash. That was a star you put
Oh,
for
he's
your
having
entry.
fun. He
He's
did
just he's trolling.
red odor.
Oh, he's trolling.
Yeah, Redor
And then
door.
he did red meat. Running full 100 watts, yes, sir. So that's the thing. So your 5 amp hour battery, you're not going to be key down 5 amp hours, full transmit power. First off, your voice modulation doesn't require full power to send, because not every letter is
Right.
bang. What do they call that? Not every letter is plosive. And then on top of that, you're not talking 100% of the time. You're listening, you're spinning the dial, you're taking notes, you're taking a drink, you're enjoying the scenery, the wildlife. So that's why
Yeah.
you will get longer than, you can't just look at the numbers on the back of your radio and the numbers on the back of your battery. And
There is there's a large amount of slop in those calculations to the
Right.
operator good, right?
And the FT891 is not a portable radio. It is a mobile radio. It is meant to be run in your car. So it is not efficient on receive.
So Tio and I had some fun playing with radios and antennas in the backyard, and all I had was a little 20 amp hour battery, and
We got an hour.
didn't even phase the battery.
Yeah.
Right.
And we were playing full watt, full power as much as possible.
And
Right.
Andrew mentions that a 12 gets him a good 4 to 5 hours on an 891
Yep.
at 50 watts.
So hit that draw button. I'm going to bring up Don here real quick. Don with the $5 super chat. He says it's always okay to hit the like button. Please hit that like button. We can't tell which metric YouTube likes the best, whether it's subscribers or like button or comments, but it's all engagement, and I love it all. So anything counts. Thank you, folks. Yeah, the amp draw on the FT891, I want to say it's like, 7 to 9. I'm guessing it's high on just receive.
I think it was around an amp.
It's around an amp on receive.
It's a lot. It's not a portable radio.
On receive, it's
On receive.
an amp. On transmit, of course, it's commensurate with how much power you're trying to bang out of it too.
Yeah, like
Lewis.
25. That's probably what it says.
November 9, Tango Charlie Delta. Lewis, you need to fill out that little form that Tio just posted the link for, so we can get you your battery.
Awesome, Lewis. Congratulations! Congratulations.
Awesome. And what service is it? Was that fire? Is that fire department or?
That's a pretty uniform. You're looking mighty sharp there, mighty handsome, Lewis.
Well, it looks like he's got Air Force chevrons on his sleeve, but the Air Force doesn't have white hats. So I'm not sure. Thank you for your service, whether it's fire department, police department, or the military. Thank you. Me too. Very good.
Back to the deals. What do we got up next? The RT73 DMR radio. Now you want to talk about small form factor. This is tiny. This thing is half the size of the last radio, and the last radio was small, as y'all heard. 200,000 DMR contacts. It's got GPS. It's got APRS. This one on the back side of the radio let me see if I get a picture of it, has a different antenna port, I believe, for the GPS. It's got a K connector on the side and it does have a different connector, and a RJ45 on the front. So you can see on the side here above the power cable is an SMA connector. And I think there's actually 2, but it's hard to see, so don't quote me on that. And then over here is your SO239 for your ham radio antenna. And they show it in the picture here with the little rubber duck type antenna. That's your GPS antenna. And this thing is super tiny, and this is on my list of things to get to when my videos catch up to my desires, my wish list. 4,000 channels. And this is using the same firmware as the GD88 from Radioddity and the DB40. And I think there's a new radio coming out that is somewhere between the 25 and the 40. So this is a 25 watt radio, 2 meters, 70 centimeters, DMR, and they packed a lot of stuff in this little tiny box. That's a tiny little radio, though.
A little late there, gear junkie.
Front firing speaker. Comes with the mounting brackets. But again, this radio is the same size as its microphone.
Gear junkie, I think you need to click the live button, my friend. I think you
Yeah,
might be
you
behind
are.
on the stream a little bit.
Behind in the chat, yeah.
Andrew said he needs that in his Buick.
There's enough room in that Buick for all the radios that we're talking about today.
Right.
Let's see. What we have next? Oh, it's the same thing, something different. What's different about this? Let's see if we can figure it out. Back to the first picture. GPRS, APRS.
You don't get a truck
I said
with this one.
GPRS. Ah, okay. This is one pack.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
for
one
Jeeps.
pack.
It's for Jeeps only.
This is the same price. Maybe I clicked the same link twice. I'm gonna assume responsibility for this one. That's my fault. Thanks, honey. All right, 40 watt mobile GMRS repeater.
What?
I don't think this is a repeater. It could be. It could have
Crossband repeat. Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be. It would cross channel repeat because it's GMRS.
Yeah, but then it would have to have an internal duplexer.
That gets awkward, doesn't it, with this description and what that says? Because that clearly says repeater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly get the status of mobile radio. Nice. Easy to install. Sit it on your dashboard.
Repeater compatible. So you need two of them. And a duplexer. Yeah, they work well together.
There it is. Repeater kit. That's why. It's one of the options. So you get the antenna, the radio, the repeater, 2 HTs, and a radio and a repeater box. I said radio twice. And that is $806.95. This is like bring your friends.
But I think the reference to the repeater as before, because one of the other pictures, it showed that the radio was in repeater mode, the actual two mobile radios. So I think that you can plug them into each other.
That one?
That one. See how they've got the radios are repeater compatible as mobiles. Look at that awesome antenna.
Yep. Nice.
Other Andy dropped us a $5 super chat.
Thanks, Andy.
Other Andy, you rock.
Other Andy is awesome. Where is General Tyler at? I don't see him on these streams.
Right.
I might be judging.
This one's 32% off for Prime Day. And I believe that's our second deal. So it's giveaway time again, Jim.
I'm ready.
Thank you, Andy.
The magic word is November Charlie Victor.
What is this for? No, this is for the other. This is for the tiny. This is the stick tester.
A Tesmin non-contact voltage tester.
Greg was first.
Which some people like and some people think is the tool of the devil. I get a lot of comments about NCVs. You know.
So this is the NCV that we are talking about. Non-contact voltage tester, 12 volts to 1,000 volts. Wow. Dual range LCD display in percentage, buzzer alarm, live wire tester, wire breakpoint finder, and it's in Tesman green. And it's got a little plastic nubbin on the front, and you shove that in the frowny face hole, and it'll tell you whether it is good, bad, or indifferent.
You generally don't even have to shove it in the hole.
No, you just get close and it starts going crazy.
You get close and it will light up. Yep. And what it'll do is it'll beep and honk, you know, toot, 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 toot kind of thing, and turn red and flash or whatever. Green is the line is clean. Red is you touch it, you're dead kind of deal.
Right. Right.
Now
So
that
you
one looks pretty snazzy because that has a bright flashlight in it and a backlight.
Yeah.
So
I
in
have
St. Augustine, I'm sorry, there's a lot of flooding, and I used to do electrician's work on the older houses downtown, and we had a circuit. It wouldn't turn on a light bulb, but when you put a meter on it, it read 120 volts, and we had the most fun with this, you know, barely connected circuit somewhere underneath the house. We could hang on to this wire and then hold one of these little, you know, what we call wiggle sticks or whatever, and we could make it, you know, energize and dance and sing and everything, but there just wasn't enough current to
And
do
voltage,
anything.
but no current. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
all the
Wow.
voltage, no current. So yeah, we had a blast, and we were like licking the wire. Oh yeah, it was
that explains
holding the
so
wiggle
much.
stick and licking the wire, and the wiggle wire would
tell me
light
you're
up.
a redneck without telling me you're a redneck.
Oh,
I've got a video
Yeah.
of it. I'll
Nice.
have to include that in my next one. That
well,
I'm
he
gonna
did
try
say
and do.
he's from Florida, so I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
Florida man. Yep, yep. So this
Florida
has a couple
man.
of features on it. This is 20% off. It's $12.74, and there is a 5% coupon. So make sure you click the coupon also. So 25% off on this one. Nice. Let's get back to the giveaway screen.
I'm doing it. 94 entries.
Do it up. Induced voltage. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's running near a wire somewhere. Did you ever figure out what the problem was? Matthew, congratulations.
Yeah, so the power remained on when the hurricane came and the water level rose, and it was an underhouse joint, and it stayed energized for long enough for the wire to start oxidizing with the salt water. So when we saw it, it was like a few atoms were left connecting these two wires together where it had
Nice.
arced out.
Nice. All right.
That'll
The winner
drive you
form is
nuts.
in the chat.
It did. It took all
Trying
day
to-
to find it.
Trying to find something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it took all day.
All right, the next thing we have up for your consideration is a shortwave receiver, SSB, single sideband, which is important in a shortwave receiver because you want to be able to actually hear all the ham band stuff while you're out playing around. This one has a built-in extendable antenna, and as hams, you know, you can clip a wire onto that and get even better range.
I have
If
to
you're really
admit, I like to listen to
spicy.
shortwave when I'm not hamming it down. I like to spin the dial and listen to all the music of the world. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty
Airband,
great.
CB, medium wave, FM, shortwave, and weather.
It's got that retro look
Replaceable.
to it too.
Yeah. Replaceable battery. This thing will fit in the shirt pocket. Sleep shutdown time display, alarm clock. So the only thing you need to carry with you for travel, headphones so you don't annoy people. It's got an external antenna jack, so you don't even need to clip the wire on it if you wanted to get a better antenna.
I like this
Belt
external
clip.
antenna that they were showing. Did you see it? The loop?
Yeah, the little receive only loop. Yeah. It's got a little rotator built into it because you don't want to have to like pick that antenna up and turn
Like
it by
3
hand.
feet away with a little control
Right.
box.
Yeah. Right.
Get my azimuth straight.
So this is the Retevis TR110.
Straighten your azimuth out, Ziggy.
We have the Retevis TR111, which is slightly better. 30% off, $38.49. Link down in the description below. What we have with this one. This one is Bluetooth. Nice. So that would probably mean that this thing can be the Bluetooth speaker for your cell phone. Not that this would Bluetooth to your cell phone to do something with your cell phone, but it might have a Bluetooth app. Yeah, app control. So it's got you know, like two-way connectivity on it.
I mean, if they're going to Bluetooth to the cell phone, I would almost be surprised if it wouldn't come out of your cell phone.
It's got a built-in flashlight. That's 10 points from me.
Right. Yes, there's your app control. FM, VHF, AM, shortwave, weather band. There's not a whole lot of buttons on it, so I don't know. It has a band button and a mode button. I don't know if it does SSB. Sound alarm, flashing light. It's got a big flashlight on top. SD card. So you can play WAV files, MP3 files, WMA files. It takes up to 256 gigs.
So
That's
you
like
can
most of,
record bad hams when you're out and about.
yeah. That's all of the good songs that are left in the world.
Now, does Retevis have the TR113?
Let's see.
Because one guy has dropped a couple comments. Well, now two guys that the 113 they like it better than the 111.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It has more thing. Look at that. That is boss level on top.
It's got the tube antenna that looks like a plunger to blow up your friend's house. Yeah, this thing looks pretty serious.
In a
Pretty serious.
metaphorical sense.
Has that got a
Yeah,
field strength meter? What is that?
it's not a bomb. The tube on top is your AM antenna.
No. Off to the right. What is the right? Oh, it's probably like receive strength or something.
Yeah.
Dang, that's no wonder they like that better. That is sexy.
But they're proud of it too. $229.99.
Yeah, no
Not
doubt.
on Prime Day deal.
I need to pull out my shortwave radios. I've got two of them. I've got a 1980 Panasonic shortwave radio, and
This
it
thing
has
really
that kind of
does.
antenna on it.
This thing does look like you could, dial in a nuclear airstrike with it.
That's right.
Look at all
That's the
those
football
controls.
right there.
That is
That's
not
crazy.
TSA friendly. It can't be.
Command code, day code, authorization code, clear to launch.
And then you
It
have the
is.
special key that you stick in there to.
Retevis, if you're still on the stream, I would love to do a review of this device on my channel.
Awesome.
So would Steve.
And then there's the TR112.
It just
So they
keeps.
have the 110, 111, 112, 113. And you can see they're getting bigger as time goes on. This one's 20% off today, Prime Day deal. And I think it's today through Friday is Prime Day. Because
Is that a
somehow we can't
compass?
math.
No, that's
That is
the
a pretty
tuner dial.
stout price
That's a
difference
tuner.
between the 112 and the 113.
Well, I mean, the 113 calls in the nuclear airstrike. This one does not.
Right.
It's got 6 EQ modes. That's neat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
20% off.
Kind of
Mood
bring
lighting.
back some of that fat bottom bass that gets taken
That's right.
away.
Connectivity technology is auxiliary.
The 112 does not have sideband. The 113 does.
Yeah. Y'all need sideband.
All right.
So coarse tuning and fine tuning knobs. I think I might have done a review on this one. All right, next up, and then we'll do a giveaway. This is the shoulder mic, so all you LARPers out there. Kenwood connector style. We were asking about this the other day when we were playing with the M17 stuff. You need a K connector mic on the M17 boards that we were playing with the Module 17 board.
Yep.
And I was like, is there a good one? And I still don't know the answer to that question.
I think a lot of
IP54,
I think a lot of it's the M17 board.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this one's 10% off, 1709. And so this will work with all your K connector radios, which is just about almost all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So BTEC radios, Retevis radios, Baofeng radios, but not your ICOM radio or your Yaesu radio. Yaesu uses the 1 pin, and then ICOM uses the M connector.
Firemen stand down. It says for police.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
We'll find
whatever.
a
They copy
firefighter,
us.
Mike.
They copy us.
Well, they had to say for police because the policemen wouldn't know. Firefighters
True.
are smarter than that.
True.
Oh no.
GMRS antenna. So this is heavy duty fiberglass antenna, and it's got the U-bolts to mount it, or you can be creative and mount it however you feel like. We're not going to judge much. Has the spring. What connector is on that? It's a PL259 male adapter. It doesn't look like it.
That looks a little almost like an end connector. What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
No, 259. It's
What
what
it
it is.
says.
Can you rotate that picture around?
Not today. Don't have enough coffee in me to rotate photos. Pretty cool. $78.99.
Michael says use the COM mountain mic with EM17 module.
Okay. And this is a GMRS base antenna, so this one's going to be a big boy. This one's going to be tall. Does it say? 63.77 inches, so 5 foot tall. And what's the connector on this one? It's probably a PL.
SO.
Yeah.
Wookson Ocean.
That's the middle connector to connect the two halves of the antenna together.
At the aluminum alloy interface?
Yeah, the little middle collar in the antenna there. That's actually pretty good. A lot of them you see, you have these two little wires that are inside you have to connect together, and then you have to put the pole together. This one, you just put the pole together. That's nice.
We'll have to look at that COM mountain mic. There's a couple of people that have mentioned it. I mean, I'll be honest, the mic I have is the super budget Fang mic, and it sounds like
the connector is the
terrible.
SL16-K
there
connector?
It is.
What is that?
Oh, SL16-K.
Full Metal, we honestly, the best deal for a mast for the Poseidon is the DX Commander 10-meter mast from DX Engineering for $71.
I want to believe that specific connector.
It's saying it comes with either the SL16K or the PL259, or they're trying to suggest that it's compatible.
It comes with an adapter.
Okay.
And so it's inherently that SL16 connector. And I actually have a product that has that. And it drove me up the wall when it came in the mail and I saw what it was. I'm like, I don't even know where to begin to look for this connector.
Yeah. Go to Google and search for unknown connector shape.
Pretty much. Google lens for the wind.
All right, Jim, we need another giveaway. What do we got next? The RA79.
Mm-hmm. From Retevis. Caps matter, people.
Oh, this is the UVK5 variant that we were talking about earlier.
Noah's Hobby Shed. Capitals.
That's at the RA79, so Jim, you should have entered. You might have won. I couldn't have given it to you anyway.
That is a nice radio.
For $17 and it's hackable as hell. This is toy. Yes. This is play toy.
Jim bought one of these on stream today, folks. Today's stream purchase.
Thank God we're not giving away, we're not reviewing Flex radios today.
Thistledown Woodcraft. That's a new name. Welcome. You have a YouTube channel with a name like that? You didn't just win the lottery of birth by being named Thistledown Woodcraft, did you? Why, yes, that is my government name.
It's a family name, and my mother was very proud of it, you jerk.
Oh, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I think it's awesome. I said win the lottery. I didn't say, get the swirly of death from all your friends in high school.
I wanted my son to have a simple name.
Ryan. That works. Ryan's a cool kid. He made a bracelet for Annabelle on stream the other day.
That little player went right after her. I was like, dang, son.
Like twice his age, too.
I mean, the brother digs a cougar.
He's a bracelet sniper, I tell you what. He's probably made
George. Thistledown's real name is George.
Oh, it's...
No one ever has a passionate story about a guy named George.
And y'all only need to type this one time. It only parses one comment. You don't have more chances if you type this 7,000 times.
Don't tell them they can be lazy.
I'm telling them because I'm tired of looking at them. The same people typing the comment 400 times. It's making me tired.
Hit the button.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Josh really wants that radio.
I know he does. Well, he was the lowercase guy.
If I
And
didn't already have one, I'd buy one.
I've got one. Bill Bolin
Bill Bolin, congratulations, Bill.
with a cute doggo picture. You
Yeah,
win the internet this morning.
we need one of those harnesses on the dog. We can mount the radio on them.
That's right.
Right? Service dog.
Yeah.
All right. Steve, post your link. Bill, you need to go to this link and fill out the little form so we can get you your radio.
Ziggy in the chat, do you have a blue wrench next to your name? I don't recall if I wrenched you.
I think I would have to say something to see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chat away, son.
Can I wrench? Can I wrench him? I don't think I can.
I don't think you can on this channel.
Let me see.
Nope, I have no wrench.
No,
Bellaholics.
I could put him on timeout.
I recognize that name, George. Yeah, you're not in.
Not yet. I'm working on it. One day.
We'll get you there.
Baby steps.
Let's see.
Well. 7.3 Ham Radio. Good
What's up,
morning.
7.3?
Good morning, Princess.
7.5 saying good morning to 7.3.
Some of
I think
us
we're
been
gonna
up
go
working.
4 rounds on deals this time, Jim.
Do what now?
We're gonna do 4 rounds on deals because we're.
That's it.
No, I'm just doing 4, and then we'll do the next giveaway. Or are you saying there's no more giveaways?
No, we're out of stuff.
Oh, all right. This will go quick. All right. So this is the EHK 007 tactical headset hunting and shooting earmuffs with mic and sound amplification and noise reduction. So amplification and noise reduction. And these things are interesting. You can see in the front they have these little microphones on the side of the headset, and then they also have this boom mic out in front of you. So one of these is for talking, and one of these is for listening to weird stuff. And if you put these things on, you really can like hear next door, not like near field stuff. It's interesting. I had a set of these, and I got in my skid steer on my farm and started doing some skid loader work, and it was cutting out the noise of the big diesel motor I was sitting on, and then I could hear like birds off in the distance. And this is
pretty great.
Really, really weird. I couldn't handle it. Sensory overload.
Is this a Retevis product?
Yeah, this is the Retevis EHK 007 tactical hunting headset, 20% off, $71.99. That's not bad for a pair of shooting ear protectors. And it has the regular, looks like a TRRS plug that then adapts into a PTT button and a K connector, so you can use it with your radio. Oh, it's a 7.1 millimeter connector.
I was about to say, it looked pretty.
It's an odd size. It's an odd size.
Kind of stubby.
But it looks short, so it doesn't look like the old, guitar amp connector. The 1/8 inch. The 1/4 inch, sorry. Pretty slick, though. Volume controls on the side. Leather ear cushions, soundproof sponge. Oh, no. Standard K connector. Excellent. So link for that in the description down below. And then we get into the Tesmin stuff. There's a Tesmin digital multimeter. This thing here is 10% off coupon plus the 20% Prime Day deal. That's 30% off. You click the coupon, but it doesn't show you the price until you check out. But this thing is tiny, and that's one of the cool things about it. This is not like your go-to meter for high-end scientific work. This is the one that you toss in your battery box, so you always have a meter with you, or the one that you put in your wife's toolbox so that she always has a meter for you.
Yeah, auto
It has
ranging.
non-contact voltage, auto ranging. It's got the continuity test on it. I think this is 4,000 counts. Yeah, so 4,000 counts. And counts are interesting when it comes to multimeters. So, gotta figure out what all that is about. But these are great. Like I have a little tiny meter that I keep in my battery box just for testing out solar panels and doing some quick diagnostic troubleshooting type stuff. And then here are the wire strippers that we gave away earlier, and they've got that non-contact voltage thing in the front, which is pretty slick. And there's the jaws of life that make your stripping life easy. And that little clear plastic, clear acrylic thing is your depth gauge. So if you're stripping multiple wires, you can set that depth gauge and strip them all to the same strip depth.
Are those Wi-Fi compatible? What's going on here?
That's the non-contact voltage sensor on the backside.
Oh, okay.
They keep trying to add more things. This is like the 37-in-1. Next, it's going to have rare earth neodymium magnets, and it's going to flip it over and use it as a dowsing rod to find water. But right now it's just a wire stripper with depth gauge, with wire cutter, with insulated and non-insulated crimpers, and non-contact voltage sensor.
I gotta put batteries in my wire stripper. Hold on, guys.
Yeah. So this one is battery's not required for the wire stripping. It's not power assisted voltage stripping.
Good
Wire
good
stripping. Sorry.
good strippers don't need wires or
Right.
batteries.
Right. And then there's the non-contact voltage tester that we talked about earlier. And then what's this last one? This is the Ghostbusters EMF detector. I did a video on this. It's pretty slick. Give you a bunch of readings, and you can use this from a ham radio perspective. You can use this to test out your field strength and sort of map out your antenna's pattern if you wanted to get out with a piece of paper and some composite headings and do some measurements. It's pretty cool stuff you can do here. And if you're one of those people that freaks out about 5G and you're a ham, I don't understand you. But if you are one of those people that freaks out about 5G, then this will also tell you that there's 5G signals in your area, because it'll tell you that there's radio in your area.
I'm guaranteed to make you lose your mind, even more so.
I mean, Ape used to be normal, but the 5G's got him.
And then there is a special link
And
down
the
in the
Miller Lite.
description. I have made 0 entries in this giveaway. This is the All Powers Prime Day giveaway. You got to go to All Powers website to look at this. There's 2,705 entries. There's 15 days left. And they're giving away a bunch of stuff. First prize is a solar panel SP012. Second prize is a bigger solar panel, the SP026. Third prize is a SP002, smaller solar panel. Maybe the 26 is smaller than the 12. They should put some details as to what each of these panels are. But either way, their panels are great. I've got a couple of them. I love them. I brought one with me on the trip. You all saw it in the video yesterday. It's a 100-watt foldable panel. Fourth prize is a SV21W solar panel. Lucky prize, randomly selected, All Powers lifestyle gift. So 10 winners for keychain, hat, t-shirt, canvas bag, necklace, etc. So swag. And you can enter in as many times as you want between now and July 31st, and you can grab the chance to win. And it's U.S. participants only. So pretty cool. They're doing some giveaways, and I think, I don't know why I have these ones here up. The HD1, I don't see a prime giveaway on that. It's probably just a redundant link that I clicked on. Yeah, another HD1. All right, folks, that's the Retevis Prime Day deals. Hope you all enjoyed that. It was fun streaming with y'all. I love doing giveaways.
I love giving
Morning
stuff
chat.
away.
Get the juices flowing before we get back to work.
It's nice to clean out the ham shack every once in a while.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Parties on radio tower platform in high school. I think we are all now immune to 5G.
I'm kind of concerned about him at that point. I'm like,
Who's that?
Well, I was concerned before, but that's okay.
I'm like, an active radio tower? Oh my God. Okay. That's a hell of a party.
Yeah. Ain't no party like a tower party. All right, folks, I'm hitting the button. Thank you very much, Jim. Thank you very much, Ziggy. Check out the 75 ohm ham on YouTube.
That guy.
Ziggy
guy.
wants your
There he
broken
is.
antennas. So reach out to him, and he'll get them
Sure
fixed. What's your email address, Ziggy?
ZiggyBuilds@gmail.com.
Awesome. All right, folks. See ya. Clicked it.